I am so excited to give this thing a shot. I've got it mounted. I did my first look video. I haven't done a review on the tent itself because I want to use it some first. You know, I want to have a good idea of what this thing's made of. But before I go out, I did buy an accessory, the Awning Type B. And so what that, I believe, does is zips on to this and then kind of creates an awning area here beside the Jeep. Now they have several different kinds of accessories and, you know, different things that you can use with the iKamper SkyCamp Mini 3.0. So, you know, this isn't the only option, but at a little over $350, I thought this was the smartest option for the trips that I'm going to take. So let's do a first look on iKamper's Awning Type B for the SkyCamp Mini 3.0. Nice quality bag. No, you know, accessories just laying in here. Little instruction panel, but who needs that? Okay, well, you saw that. That came undone right away. So you gotta kind of make sure that you hold it from the other side. Here are accessories, and that's our awning. If you're smart, you'll always try your equipment out at home first, just to make sure everything goes together the way that you're anticipating. Nice poles, very sturdy, thick. Oh, it's got an extension. Okay, there we go, that's cool. And the little holes on the side here. And then you can see right there. Holes. Quality's in the details, guys. The older I get, the more detailed. I'm a bit of a perfectionist with details a lot of times, to be honest with you. But I like the attention to detail they put into these poles. And you can see through these other holes, there's a line on the pole. And that line just makes sure that you're lining up the little snap button there. You see, watch right here. Push that in and turn it, the line disappears. And so it's just that one, you know, that little feature that can actually go a long way to help you have a better experience. So now on the awning itself, I'm going to find a section that has a zipper on it. So we're going to zip this onto the iKamper tent directly. Just slides right in. So any other zipper. Nice heavy duty YKK zipper. Alright, so this part's a little bit tricky because you got the weight of it. Yeah, there we go, I got it. See, you have the weight of it pulling against you. You got it. And so it's going to be easier if you take the poles out. See that right away. But I'm learning just like you are. First time. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Get a little Velcro security there just to make sure everything's nice and tight. Now we can put our poles back up. Little tip on the poles. You're going to use the grommets that are on the inside of the tent itself. And You use those when you're using the awning or any other type of accessory that zips to that. So you put the pole through the grommet, and in this case, it seems to be easier to put it through the grommet first, and then come in to the hole here. Whereas without the awning, I found it to be easier the other way around by sticking the pole in first and then hooking it onto the tent. But there's too much weight for that, so I think that's probably the best way to do it. Now you see the ropes have this metal bar, and if you've done enough camping, you know that this is to help tighten the line on the with your stake in here, so that you can pull it taut fairly easily. And this is a very high quality setup here. Let's go ahead and see how it works. The first thing now I'm not on dirt, so I'm going to use some weights to act as dirt for staking down the tent. But like I said, you just want to make sure you try your gear out before you get out there and you're depending on it. So let's go ahead and try it out. So we're going to stick the pole through that hole there. We're going to take our rope and just tie a knot on it. It doesn't have to be anything special. It's, just need to hold it there. It'll have tension. And then I would go ahead and do the other one, the other front one, that is, because it's going to get, you can tell it's going to get a little wonky when you're trying to set it up if you're doing it by yourself. And if you have both of them ready to go to stake down, it'll be a lot easier. There's our other one. Again, going to tie a knot. There's our ground. I'm sure after you've done this a couple times, it'll get easier. We're not going to be able to put a whole lot of tension on it. I only have 5-pound weights here, but we'll put a little bit. Do the outer grommets. The one inner grommet on each side is just for a rope or a guy line. We're just going to tie it directly to the grommet. Pull it taut. This one you're going to probably want to put a little bit more of an angle on because it doesn't have a pole on it. And from here, you're going to go ahead and adjust your stakes. Adjust their positioning a little bit. Get the height you want. You got a considerable amount of space here from the longest or widest point here. You got about, I'd say you have close to 15 feet here at the widest point. And maybe 10 feet away from the edge of the Jeep. Very nice setup. Quality material, taped seams, reinforced grommets. And you're ready for all kinds of bad weather or a lot of intense sunshine. Although the dark colors are probably gonna be pretty warm, but it's gonna be better than sitting directly in the sun. Now, if you did have a stake, what you would do is then adjust it like this, because if you can see that, say you just pull the hoop, wrap the hoop around the stake, and then you slide it like this. And when there's tension on the other end up where it connects to the tent, this device will hold it. So, very simple. And that's it, really. Now, you can probably set it up in 10 minutes by yourself. A little faster after you've done it a couple times. 2 points of critique for iKamper is the straps aren't attached. I'd like to see these straps that keep the awning rolled up. I'd like to see those attached so that they don't get lost. The last thing you want when you're camping is just another floating around piece. The other thing is the top of the ropes. Like, we should already have just a hoop there. Some type of permanent style hoop. I'm gonna go through and tie a little circle hoop on each one, but for high quality stuff, you expect those kinds of details to be taken care of. However, This is a great setup, great product, and I can't wait to see it nice and taut in the backcountry, doing some overlanding or camping somewhere. This is going to be very nice. And the one point I want to point out to you that's important here is make sure you've got a taut awning when you're all done. That way it resists the wind, but more importantly, if it starts to rain and you don't have this really taut, it's going to puddle and it's going to pull everything in, and that's going to be an absolute mess. So very important to get it nice and taut. You don't want the driveway version when you're out there using it for real. So that's the Awning Type B for the iKamper SkyCamp Mini 3.0. Nice product, and definitely falls right in line with the iKamper tent itself. You can tell just by touching it and handling it, it's built with care, it's built with quality, or at least it appears to be. But now it's time to try it out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please tell us down in the comments below if you have an iKamper and what you like about it. If you don't have a iKamper rooftop tent, tell us what kind of rooftop tent you do have. Stay tuned for some upcoming iKamper SkyCamp Mini 3.0 camping videos. I can't wait. Have a great week, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Man, this is nice.